Well, here we are. I'm Christine McKellar, your host, and I'm here with Stephanie Forbes. And again, I keep saying it because I really mean it. You're one of those women I admire for your courage and dedication.
Thank you.
And you are the, what's the proper title?
Development manager.
Right, for Nathan Adelson Hospice.
Yes.
We're talking about some upcoming fundraising events that sound really fun. We covered a bit about what Nathan Adelson Hospice is and moved into that you're holding. And again, it might seem a little premature that we're talking about an October event, but your deadline for sponsors in July, isn't it? Mid-July or July?
The end of July.
The end of July. So that's why we're here today.
Absolutely.
And now, because I'm on board with this to help raise some money for this, wonderful organization. Back to the wine tasting, and again, we rattled off, and everybody out there that they got a nice salute. Some of our favorite restaurants in town that donate every year, 17 years now. Wine, silent auction. That's what we were going to talk about a little bit. When we met earlier a couple weeks ago, we were all brainstorming on some creative ideas for silent auctions because you do have wine packages, golf packages. Came up with maybe a luau. I have a very good friend, Chef Dell, and I'm going to make him watch this. And I'm pretty sure I can lasso him into being a chef for a luau if we could get somebody else to contribute the package as far as the food, and the Hawaiian lays and things like that. So everybody put your thinking caps on. What was another one we were talking about?
You know, we really any interesting kind of experiences. You know, people just want experiences that are different and unique.
Right. Perhaps here at the racetrack.
Yeah.
I'm putting Gene Woods on that. But I know Gene. I'm sure he'll jump on it. Yeah. Maybe a package of 12 to come, and then his daughter could cater the sandwiches. Or So, people watching, or you have friends that have a little bit of creativity and want to donate in some way or fashion. And then again, that Gift Smart, is that I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a mobile bidding app, and so basically what it is it's just it gives people the opportunity to not have to be standing over a bid sheet, to be able to be bidding on their phone, still talking with their friends and other people at the event, and not feel like they have to be watching a bid sheet.
That's kind of interesting when you think about it, because people would be milling around and on their phones.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, a little
but
bit
then,
more.
They also provide personal shoppers, and so if you don't want to be on your phone, there's somebody from the company who's watching those bids for you.
Oh, interesting. So you just put a cap on it, and when it gets to that's really, boys, the technology of today has certainly changed things around. Last year, you had about 600 people, is that right? And you raised how much money?
A little over $65,000.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah, and Laura this year, her goal is she wants to raise $75,000 or more.
And that was Laura Coleman.
Yeah, so she's been our chair since the beginning. She actually started out as a home care volunteer 27 years ago. We were just talking about that this morning. She's been a volunteer, started out in patients' homes, and then when her grandson was born, transitioned into that fundraising kind of arena, and then really is the heart and soul of this event, and really one of the most amazing women I've ever met. She would do anything for anybody, and especially for Nathan Adelson Hospice. And this event is her baby, and she
would be here with us, but I know she had to go to California on some business, and I was lucky enough to meet her when I met with you and Yvette Sandoval a couple weeks ago. She owns a poker palace in North Las Vegas.
She does, her and her husband.
Oh, they've probably had that for years, because that's kind of an establishment.
Yeah, Laura is very well known in North Las Vegas. Her mom had I think we talked about that when we met too. She had a radio show in North Las Vegas. Laura had a TV show in North Las Vegas.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's been involved in for a long time. Used to be on the board of North Vista Hospital. Yeah, she's got some great ties to North Las Vegas.
You two are quite a team too, because like I said, I met with you and it was just instant rapport, and we went right to business there.
Yeah.
Thinking back to on some of those silent auction, is that where you make most of the money for the donations? Because is there a fee for tickets, and how do viewers buy the tickets?
Sure. So by the beginning of August, our website will be up through the GiveSmart website, which will be a link on our Nathan Adelson website.
Which has been on the screen while we're speaking. So.
And so people will be able to just buy tickets. There's actually two opportunities for tickets. One is our VIP ticket, and we do a VIP reception an hour before the actual event starts. Murray's Cheese, who's also one of our sponsors, they put together like this really great cheese tasting, and then Johnson Brothers provides the wine, and that happens for about an hour beforehand, and that ticket ticket is $150, and then the general admission ticket is $75.
Right, and can you buy packages or tables or?
It's not really tables because it's not that kind of an event, but definitely sponsorships, you know, and tickets. A lot of companies will buy like 10 tickets and invite 10 people, you know, things like that. But yeah, the auction, we make a lot of money. We also do something really very different. We do, it's called a cork item, and so what it is you get to buy a cork for $40, and there's a number on the bottom of the cork, and that cork corresponds to a prize. And all those prizes are like $50 or more, and they're usually like restaurant certificates or spas services or hair services, or we just got a donation of some really great chef knives. Like, so it's just not random things, but just things that, you know, weren't quite, you know, shouldn't be in the silent auction, but this cork, and everybody loves them.
I bet they would. So it's literally a wine cork.
It's literally a wine cork. It's on the bottom.
Big fish bowl?
Yeah, it's in a big wine barrel. You reach in, you pick out your cork. It says, 19. You get prize number 19.
Oh, that's really clever.
Yes. And then this year we're also doing, and I stole it from another charity, we're doing a wine toss. So it's a wine ring toss. So basically what you do is you toss a ring, and if it lands on the bottle, you get the bottle.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, but you know what? This other charity did it and made a lot of money. Yeah, no, it's a plastic ring. It lights up. You just, you toss it like you do a Frisbee. And I am the world's worst at those kinds of things, and I was able to do it at this other event.
Oh, you've been practicing.
I have. I tried just the once.
That's great.
Yeah.
So it's a wine ring toss, and then when they get the rings, whoever gets the most rings, or
well, it's if you get it on you get one chance for like $10, or you get like 3 chances for 20, those kinds of things. And if you get it on the bottle, you get the bottle.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Boy,
So
it's come a long way.
Oh yeah, we've done absolutely, and you're always looking for new and fun ideas. We have that space at Gaudin Porsche. It's gorgeous, and so we have inside space, we have outside space. So trying to maximize all that space, and so people don't feel like they're on top of each other because there's a lot going on. It's a great place to be.
Well, I think it's wonderful, and I think I even attended one year. So something has become a blur and can't go every year.
Right.
But sometimes I'm not even in town when you're having it. And that again is in October.
Yeah, October 20th.
October 20th. That's going to be nice and cool around then.
I hope so.
But you have other events. We talked about that a little bit. You have a school fundraiser.
Yeah, we do a school supply drive every year, and it's an opportunity for the community to donate school supplies. They can drop them off at either one of our inpatient units on Swenson or out at Mountain View Hospital or Medical Office Building, excuse me. And then first we give to the families of ours, our patient families who have children who might need school supplies. And then from there, we also have adopted 2 schools. One is Sunrise Acres, and the other one is Robert Taylor. Okay. And Robert Taylor, our CEO, the principal at that school, was on our service, and he really, his one request of our CEO was that, Carol and the organization would continue to fund his mission and fund his beliefs. And so we got really involved with Robert Taylor, and every year we do a school supply drive, and the week before school starts we drop off boxes and boxes of supplies, and so same thing at Sunrise Acres. Yeah.
Is it closed too for the kids, or is it just the schools?
It's schools. It's basically school supplies. We do later on in the year, but this is really more just for our patients and their families. We do an angel tree drive, like for Christmas and for holidays.
Okay, well, we'll have to have you back on the show to talk about that, because as the holidays come closer, although it's hard in this heat to believe.
I know, it'll be here before we know it.
And it's kind of nice to project. I'm thinking of October and how nice the weather's going to be.
I know.
Are there any other, I don't know how you keep all of this. So you've been doing this for 7 years, correct?
Yeah, go up to 7 years in September. Yeah, we also do a concert in November. It's called Serenades of Life, Doctors in Concert. It's at the Smith Center.
Nice.
We bring great physicians in the community. One of our board members is the producer, together, and they have this great concert. We bring in a great headliner. Last year we had Kenny Loggins. We're working on our headliner for this year.
Is that a secret so far?
It's a secret because we haven't decided yet.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's a secret.
I have a few secrets of my own in that case. It's like, upcoming and
it'll be November 12th for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this has really been fun. I mean, I'm so glad that we had this opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad that I snapped too. That this is good. We got to start talking about it now.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about it more when we come back, and also I have some interesting updates that I want to shout out about. Stay tuned. Don't go away. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Salute to the Red Roof Inn.